Okay, what I'm going to do here is do a Silverside on the Weber, smoking it. So, should take around 3 hours, I guess. I'm going to take it up to 77 degrees. I'm going to try and keep the temperature nice and low on the Weber, about 100, 110, 120 max. I guess I'm going to try and smoke it for about an hour and a half. And then I'm going to wrap it up in some alfoil. So, some guys have been putting sauce on it and wrapping it, and other guys have been just wrapping it. But I'm thinking I'm going to put some cheese sauce on it and wrap it, and just help keep the moisture in, just to finish it off and get it to that finished temperature. So I'm going to put a probe in it and just have the temp running, and at a certain temp, I guess if I'm going to say 77, I might take it to say 57, because you got, you know, a bit of time after that. You got another 20 degrees to go. I might even just take it to 50 degrees and then I'll wrap it. I'll just check my times and see how it goes. All right, let's. So I've got this puppy. I've got the rub on it. I'm basically just going to throw this thing out there now. So it's all set up. I guess I'll just have to put this down for a second. Oh. All right, so I've got the Weber ready to go. Got the coals in there. Only done a couple just to get this thing started in sort of snake theory. That way I can leave the vent 100% open. You have to fart ass around trying to get that vent set right. I've got my boiling water there in the kettle. Got my tray. So I'm going to throw this in and get it going, eh? We'll have a look at it soon. Alright, so she's on there. I've just chucked her on. Got a little bit of cherry wood on there. Got some more cherry wood to throw on as that dries out or burns out. Got my water tray under there. Got some boiling water in it. Yeah, just got to cook this puppy and get some smoke in it. And like I say, I try and do it for about an hour and a half. Got to put my probe in it. Just might smack this in here now. Get that puppy going in there. Not too deep, but not too shallow. Sorry about the video here, a little bit rough, but hey, you know, people that need this, it's going to help you get it going, show you what to do. So alright, let's go from here. We'll come back and have a bit of a look a little bit later on, and yeah, see how she goes. Alright, so I want to get this thing up to 77 degrees. It's currently at 50. So I've got all these different thermometers going. This one's saying basically a Mickey under 100. This digital thermometer on the top saying 108. You don't need to run all these thermometers. But the one there that's saying 50 degrees, that's a probe in the meat. And I'll pull this puppy off. Now, we've also got one in here because people say, you know, have them in there on the grate and whatnot. And that's saying about 90. So as you see, they're all showing different temperatures. So it doesn't matter, you don't need all of these bloody thermometers. You just need to have one of them and work with one. It's really all you need. Don't be afraid of it, work with one. It keeps it a lot more simple. I'm just crazy, so I just have like a thermometer everywhere. So, but at the end of the day, they all work the same. They'll all show a different temperature reading. And once you work out how your Weber works and whatnot, that's really all that matters. So alright, I'm going to turn this off. I'm going to pull this puppy off now, being 50 degrees, and I'm going to smother it in some cheese sauce and put this puppy back on. Okay, so I've just covered this in cheese sauce. It's been on for like 2.5 hours. I think it's like 50 degrees. I want to get it up to 77. A lot of guys cover it in the sauce, or they don't cover it at all and rewrap it. So now I'm going to wrap it up tight in this alfoil here. Keep it nice and tight. You don't want any sort of air spaces in there if you can, I guess. A nice tight wrap. In theory, any of this moisture needs to go back through the meat because it can't go anywhere else. So we'll see how it's looking when we're done, eh? Okay, so I've slammed the probe back in this. It's just been cheese sauced like 10 seconds ago. So let's see how it turns out. That thermometer's pulling up. I think it was at 50. I've only just put the probe back in it, so I'd say it's going to reach 50. It probably is not going to get any higher than that right there, right now. We'll put the lid back on and we'll let this thing go for, see, it hasn't moved. Well, hey, it's gone up to 51. So we'll put the lid back on and let this thing cook out. And it's probably going to take another, I'd say, an hour or two maybe. Like, I've obviously cooked it at a lower temperature. Some of these guys are doing it for like 3 hours. I think I've been doing it for like 2.5. It all comes down to your temperature. I've used the snake method, but as you know, which means I just have my vent on full. You can fill the thing with charcoal and do these things in 3 hours, but I think the slower you do it, it's a better thing. So my vent's on full. I've got that snake method going, and you've seen all the temperatures I showed you. It was just over 100 basically. So they show all different temperatures, all of them. So as I say, you don't need to have all those temperatures in 3 different positions, but it's just a bit of a reference point for you all. You can use one and just learn how to work with that, and that's all you need. Alright, we'll see how this puppy looks anyway when it's finished, eh? Okay, so I'm going to take this puppy off. If we look at if we go into a rare's at 60. Medium, rare's at 63. So it's at 65. So medium's at 71. So it's a little bit in between. I'd like to let it go. I was going to let it go to 71, but it's taken so long. So it's probably been about 5 hours now. Temp on here is on, 700, but I think it's time to get this puppy off because, me and the wife have to work tomorrow, so we just can't live a perfect life. So we're going to see how it goes anyway. I'm going to pull this puppy off and we'll see. I actually added an extra few coals because I needed to get the temp up just to get this thing kicking a bit more. Because I think, I'm not sure of the time right now, but I'd say 8 o'clock. It's alright. It's been on for a good 4 to 5 hours. I'd say 5 hours. I think I put it on around 2:30. So probably 2:30. I think I put it on. So yeah, we'll see how it looks anyway. Okay, so we've let this puppy rest for about 10 minutes. I would have liked to let rest for about half an hour, but we got to work tomorrow, so a lot of liquid in there. I guess we just cut to the chase, and rather than me just cut something off the edge and see what it looks like, well, that's nice and soft. Cut it through the center. Oh shit, that's hot. And that looks good too. So I might actually just try and take a little piece off there. Shit, that's hot. I'm gonna taste it and tell you what I think. Oh damn. That is good. So it's nothing like a traditional Silverside, but that is still soft, still smoky. That is damn smoky. If you want softer, I guess you do the 8 hours in the crock pot, but that's pretty damn soft. Yeah, that's damn good. I love it. That is damn insane. So first time I've ever tried smoking a bloody Silverside, and that thing has turned out, yeah, it's turned out good. Give it a cracking, guys. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, that's 10 to as. It's taken around 5 hours. Yeah, it's damn good. heat this puppy up. Just wanted to show you the finished results, and yeah, got a nice potato bake. Just want to finish that up with. Thanks guys, see ya.